nervous Raab calls on Conservatives to cough up cash as Tories risk losing Blue Wall. DOMINIC RAAB has called on Conservative members and Esher and Walton to cough up cash for next month's local election in Elmbridge as the Deputy Prime Minister warns the Tories risk losing the Blue Wall borough to the Liberal Democrats. Boris Johnson is under pressure to defend several Blue Wall councils from both the Liberal Democrats and Labour Party in May's local elections. The Prime Minister still trails Sir Keir Starmer's party in the opinion polls despite a bounce back following his response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. However, a letter seen by Express shows just how nervous one cabinet member is about next month's vote. DOMINIC RAAB, who was demoted to just a secretary and deputy prime minister in Mr. Johnson's reshuffle last September, had a nerve-wracking experience in the 2019 general election after the Brexiters' 23,298 vote majority was reduced to just 2,743 in his Remain voting Surrey constituency. The Esher and Walton MP has now called on local Tory members to fill the Conservative Party's coffers with cash in an attempt to see off the threat from the Liberal Democrats and put the bricks back into the Blue Wall. The ex-Foreign Secretary co-wrote a plea with local association chairman Peter Shanto which said, "We know that you will be a recipient of regular emails and letters from Conservative headquarters seeking financial support for the National Party, and we would not be making this request unless it was necessary. But we need your help. Unless our local Esher Walton Conservative Association can raise significant funding, we risk losing ground in the local elections this May, which would undermine our position locally." The letter also claimed COVID-19 severely limited Esher and Walton Tories' fundraising capacity. Raab and Shanto added, "We are under serious attack from the Lib Dems, and we are now their top target seat in the country. Their aim is to take control of Esher Walton from the bottom up. Therefore, these elections are vital. Currently, we are not in control at Elmbridge Borough Council and our opposition wants to make sure that continues." In a final rallying cry, Mr. Raab and Mr. Shanto concluded the letter by saying, "Together, we can regain control of Elmbridge Borough Council, and make Esher and Walton completely Conservative, but we need your help." When asked by Express about the letter, Mr. Shanto said, "There are so many communications that go out to our members about social events and so on that I really can't comment." Responding to the plea, the Liberal Democrat candidate for Esher Walton, Monica Harding, said, "Local people are fed up with an MP who takes them for granted and doesn't represent their views. Esher Walton deserves better than DOMINIC RAAB who just acts as Boris Johnson's stooge. Voters here expect our MP to stand up for decency and fairness and be on their side in difficult times." Ms. Harding, who stood against the then Foreign Secretary in 2019, added, "Instead, DOMINIC RAAB is the first out of the blocks to defend Boris Johnson over manifesto-breaking tax hikes and Downing Street parties." Elmbridge Borough Council, which also covers the neighbouring constituency of Runnymede-Weybridge, has been under no overall control since the Tories suffered losses when wards went up for grabs in 2016. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.